Please forgive me for asking you this. Maybe I have asked you before, but I'd like to ask this again. Coming from a physically abusive childhood,
Sure.
how did you manage, or how are you managing your aggression? How are you taking care of and saying, you know what, I am not going to let this aggression be leaky.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to use it when I need it. I'm not going to use it in my everyday life because I don't need it.
Sure.
Normally, children who come from abusive backgrounds, it's like they're hurting others.
Sure.
Whereas in your case, it's just the opposite.
Yeah.
You're more, you take care of people, you're polite, you're obedient, you are nice. Like
Sure.
all those adjectives that we look for in a son, in a nephew, or somebody in your family. How did you manage to inculcate those in your life, in your everyday life? I know you are aggressive, I can see the aggression, but I can also see it's very controlled.
Sure.
How did you manage to do that? Did the gym help you?
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful question. I think anytime there's really intense emotion, ideally there's an acceptance of that emotion. Lots of us are scrunched like this. There's lots of emotion inside of the body. There's energy that wants to find some kind of expression. If that energy wants to find expression, that has to be mastered. There's no way around it. It has to become very practical. And so if someone wants to practically start to level with themselves, then they have to start from the ground. Starting from the ground is the best way to grow flowers, obviously. And so if they're feeling like shit, then that's actually a sign of success. And so what I have done, what I continue to do, is no matter how I feel, I practice doing certain rituals. I believe that someone has to ritualize certain emotions, certain responses to those emotions. It doesn't matter whether I'm happy. It doesn't matter whether I'm anxious. No matter what, I'm still doing the same thing and I'm gaining energy from those emotions. But it has to start, I believe, from accepting that those emotions exist.
And where did you get this amazing sense of, actually wicked sense of humor, if I may ask?
I think people generally find emotion. People find energy inside of different emotions. Lots of people prioritize getting energy from their positive emotions. If someone like me is going through prolonged periods of negative emotion, it makes sense that you start to be energized from that as well.
Uh-huh.
So in my case, enough of negative emotion continues to be there where you start to laugh at that too. So if I'm in incredible pain and I'm in that position where it feels like let's say my whole skin swells up, my veins are popping because of something that has happened inside of my system, I might start to laugh at the helplessness. And so I think that comes with time. And I think it comes again from that same acceptance we were just discussing.
Would you say that you converted your negative emotions into amazing humor?
Still do. Yeah, I think that's powerful. And I think it's irreplaceable to keep practicing
humor.
Yeah, keep practicing humor. Humor is one of the best skills in life, especially a difficult one. And life is going to be difficult.
And especially when you have too many negative emotions to churn inside of you.
Well, if someone
you can churn them and make them positive with humor.
Oh, it's free energy. If someone has lots of negative emotion, I think that's free energy. I think that there's no reason to waste that.
So channelize it.
Yeah, I mean, accept it. And the moment someone accepts it, then it starts to flow. Once that river starts to flow, then it's about what kind of river do you want to make?